drift like this, heaven at your fingertips. Don't you let a minute slip, just say you have.
Hey dolls, it's Kenny here and I'm back with another video. If you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and if you are returning, hey girl, and don't forget to hit that notification button so you know when I'm dropping another video. So I told y'all I was coming back with a quick weave, and y'all, this is a very natural quick weave, no leave out, and it's giving pronto, baby. Girl, let's get into this closure. So I did pick up this closure from Amazon. Y'all, look how realistic and natural this closure is. Like, it literally came pre-plucked, pre-bleached. I did not have to do a thing, and it was only like 80 bucks, and the bundles was only like $70. So literally this whole look was given super affordable. As y'all can see, I did go ahead and dye my closure and my bundles jet black using the watercolor method. But if you want to see how to dye your closures and your frontals jet black without staining the lace, I'll go ahead and make sure I leave the link to my video below. But as far as the hair, girl, I just feel like it held up really well throughout the process, and it was super soft. Okay, dolls, so I'm showing y'all real quick on how I created my base. So I do like to go ahead and start off with a moisturizer, because I know damn well I'm gonna wear this for a little bit. So you just want to make sure your hair is nice and moisturized underneath that cap. And then I went ahead and used the Nairobi to set my hair in a low ponytail, because I do have an undercut. I just ain't got it cut yet. But I did want to make sure that that hair was super flat into the back. And I know for me that I'm starting with a fresh relaxer, so I didn't want to use braids and put tension and so much stress on my hair. So dolls, now that I've got my hair moisturized and kind of pulled back, now I'm getting ready to mold my hair. So I went ahead and picked up that Salon Pro 30-second weave molding gel, and that just sets everything into place. So I did go ahead and use this right after I finished. I braided my hair up in the back, as y'all can see, and then I'm going to go ahead and just twist that around into a low knot in the back. Okay girl, so I done got my hair all the way molded back, and now I'm going to apply my protective shield. Now this is kind of key to making sure you don't get none of that glue on your hair or on your edges. I made sure that I applied my protective shield evenly and generously. Now I did see the girlies going ahead and using the Got To Be as a second layer. I didn't really notice a difference, but you can use both. And as y'all can see, I'm putting that protective shield on my knot as well, so I don't get none of that glue on there. So girl, this is how you achieve the quick weave without the leave out. You want to make sure that you use two caps that have a thick band, and I will make sure I leave a picture of the caps that I used right here in the video. But then also I went ahead and made sure that I used a 5x5 closure, as y'all could see, and then I made sure that I sewed very close together so that I can get that closure super flat. So y'all heard me say pronto, which means we needed to save a little bit more time. So girl, you know, as I was sewing down that closure, I was also under the hooded dryer drying down that protective shield. And you want to make sure that that shield in your hair is completely dry before you start any of your quick weave.
These days, no Kumaye. Niggas be plastic. Living in the middle. This shit might drive you mad.
So after I've tinted my lace and applied my knot concealer, I do like to go ahead and just put it on my head and just make sure everything fits before I go ahead and start adding the rest of the hair to the cap.
Be who you wanna be.
Real quick dolls, as y'all can see, my closure is in the middle because I'm doing a middle part. But if you want it to the side, you can switch your closure to the side, and what I mean by that is just shifting that cap to the side, and you'll use the same method of applying your tracks. As y'all can see, I'm going ahead and applying my tracks in a U shape and blow drying it down with my blow dryer for just a few seconds. And then when y'all see I get to this knot, I'm applying those tracks straight across with some tension, because you don't want to see that knot in your quick weave. Like, you don't want no humps. So when you go ahead and you're applying it straight across, you want to add some tension so you can make that knot as flat as possible. Okay girls, so I did go ahead and continue to apply my tracks in a U shape, and I did apply those tracks very close together because I wanted a fuller install. And as y'all can see, sometimes when you pre-measure, it will be a little bit longer because you're adding tension every time you're applying the track to the cap. Basically, you're tailoring this quick weave cap to your head size. So dolls, now that we done got to the closure, I want to go ahead and just glue my closure down now so that I know exactly how much tension I need for the last few tracks. So I'm sorry y'all that I was popping that gum so hard. I was like, girl, why didn't I eat before this install? What was I thinking? I was like, bitch, no, I had a concert to go to. I know why I was popping that gum. I was trying to get out the house. So girl, I did go ahead and use 2 layers of my Erica J glue, and I'm making sure that it dries down nearly clear just so that the adhesive really holds. And so I'm gonna go ahead and just tie that down once I'm kind of like pressing it in with my comb. And then after that, I'm going to start applying my tracks in like a cascade motion. And what I mean by that is more like a stair stepper. So as y'all can see, I'm just applying the tracks right on top of each other, and you'll see that they meet the closure every time. And I'm doing it like this instead of doing one long track around the perimeter of the closure, because I want it just as full at the bottom of my hair as it is at the top. I still want it to be flat, but I just didn't want it to be looking super thin at the top because of the way these tracks are. So as y'all can see, I'm just laying the tracks still very close together, still in the U shape, but I'm just laying it like this towards the closure.
Never sleep. Say you have me. Oh, tasty and sweet. Hope you don't sleep on me. I got good
Okay girl, so all we got to do is the styling. So I did go ahead and use my Eben New York sleek stick just to flatten the hair at the top. I knew I wasn't going to wear my hair straight, so I wasn't trying to straighten it. I literally wanted to get it flat at the top so that my layers were even, or as even as I can get it. And I'm using the razor to not only cut layers and frame my face, but then I'm also cutting layers towards the top of the hair so the curls can stack on top of each other and I can get that weightless and voluminous look. Okay dolls, as y'all can see, I am sectioning the hair and curling it in larger sections. For me, this hair could have been a little bit thicker, but I understand I paid $70 for it. So I know that this hair, although it's affordable, it's a little bit on the thinner side, but it was cool with me because I was going for a more realistic install. I wanted this hair to look like my natural hair, just thicker, fuller, and girl, I ain't gotta do it every day. I like this particular comb because it always gives me the comb out that I'm looking for. Do y'all see how those curls are stacked on top of each other? Like, baby, this is exactly what I was going for. I did want to mention that you can take this cap off and that you can reuse this quick weave. Girl, I have shampooed it, I've recurled it, I've did minor touch-ups with the glue, but that's it, baby. But I hope y'all enjoyed this look. This is pretty much it, girl. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. I love y'all so much, and I will see y'all in my next one. Later, girl.